saw this on my timeline today, and I thought to myself, interesting. This would be a great discussion. This is simply titled, Does Anybody Else Feel This Way? I have no desire to participate in anything anymore. So let's listen to what this guy has to say here.
Has anyone else just like lost all desire to participate in this life anymore? And I'm not talking about like on some emo tip, like life is great, life is beautiful, but I'm not trying to participate in any of this clown show. I'm not trying to make new friends. Everything in life is just meh. Anyone else feel this way? Like, I mean, even going out into public, like, I don't like even going out into public because it seems like everyone's like staring. And I get it. I get it. I'm a stareable sight, but it just makes me not want to participate in anything in this matrix anymore. Like, not that I wanted to participate before, but now I definitely don't want to participate. Like, making new friends just sounds terrible. Going out and doing anything in public sounds awful. Anyone else feel this way? Or is this just me?
Ladies?
I don't agree with him. I think as somebody who has been a homebody, I do think getting out into the world and seeing that things are actually okay for the most part is that break that you need away from the internet, away from your confined little space. I'm okay with going and making new friends. I like meeting people. Do I get exhausted kind of quick? Yeah. Am I probably gonna? I've definitely told somebody before. I'm like, I'm too tired to participate in this conversation right now, so I'm gonna walk away. But I do think getting out is important. I like going to our meetups, like you guys. You guys are meeting up to play Mario Kart tomorrow. I think events like that are important.
I'm sorry, Kara, we're not meeting up to play Mario Kart.
To destroy each other at Mario Kart.
Correct. Thank you. This is going to be an all-out competition where people will die. All right. Sorry, Blabs. No, but
I'm gonna haunt you from the beyond, you know.
That's horrible. Well, not like your children. Well, that's all right. Des, your thoughts on Man Bun here?
I kind of feel for him. I think that it's very dependent upon where you live. Like some places really do suck, and it is hard to meet good people, and the culture sucks. And like I get what he's saying. I do get it. But I think that we are social creatures. I think like we do need to have human interaction. I think that it might be harder depending on where you live to find that good group of people that you can connect with and enjoy life with. But I get what he's saying.
Aussie Man Diaz in the chat says any man over 40 agrees with this Man Bun guy. I think this guy, he's not saying he's like tired of life. He's just tired of the charade of like having to put the dog and pony show of like, hey, what's up, man?
Right now.
What's that?
I think he's very black-pilled right now.
I think though you kind of have to hit that before you can sort of like you have to kind of push through that and cross over it. It's almost like when you realize the status games are stupid. And like so much of your life is all about the status games. Like that's how you like your view of getting ahead. And then once you kind of realize like that stuff is so dumb, like why am I putting all this effort into these stupid games? And you really start to decide where you want to actually put your value in life. That's where like it's almost like you have a second life, I think. Maybe that's a midlife crisis. I don't know. Maybe I've already had
it. Maybe you have. Well, I think
all, and he needs to make the good kind of friends, the supportive friends that aren't going to try and use him. And I think that's probably a part of it as well. Is a lot of friendships right now seem transactional. Needs to meet people that like he's got a Rode mic that he's walking or a DJI mic that he's walking around with. Obviously, he's a content creator, so he needs to meet other non-content creator people, I think.
Sure. Blaz, what are your thoughts on this?
I feel like he sounds very depressed. to be honest about it. I think you should be able to get out of the house and meet new people and go out, and it's not all doom and gloom inside your home because you have the social medias and internet just telling you everything sucks, because that's what sticks out the most. That negative news sticks out the most. So it's like, if you go out, you see people, you realize the world is not that shitty. It's not that bad. I just feel like this guy has a poor mental health and a poor perspective.
I'll say this: he's walking through this beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah, right? Like,
in the
he's touching
background.
grass too.
Yeah.
It's like, just put the
In any
phone
of this
away and
clown
look
show.
around. Look how beautiful it is.
I mean,
you
he's
know?
talking about dealing with society, though. He's not talking about really necessarily being outside of his house, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I'll say this:
society includes the outdoors and nature and everything.
the chat says, this is, and I do actually agree with this. I think this is very first world problems on this.
Yeah.
The idea, for the most part, when things are fairly easy for you, and I say easy relatively, society is in a much easier. We're not out there chopping our own wood to make our own houses. We don't have to go fight off fucking bears to defend our land. Like, we're not out here trying to conquest a new like. It's fairly easy right now in the whole world of, the world history of society, whatever. Like, the idea that he's walking down a paved street that has, indoor plumbing, air conditioning, talking on this miracle box to millions of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty fucking great, right? So I do understand what he's saying, and just being kind of done with the charade, right? Just like, I'm done with the nonsense. I'm done playing the party game of like, hey, I'm not saying I don't want new friends. Sure, I'd love to have new friends, but I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, hey, how's it going, man? Like, if I bump into somebody and they seem compatible, okay, cool, but I'm not like going to be going out and trying to find new friends at the bar or whatever.
I am willing to bet this guy does not have a family.
I think there's truth in that. Maybe you're right. Maybe. And there's a lot of, obviously, I've said this many times on the show, and I think most parents would relate. Once you have a child, your life is changed for the better, and you have a full family, you have a wife, you have your first child.
You have more purpose.
100%. So, I don't know. It's an interesting conversation because I think a lot of dudes can relate to what he's saying, but maybe not agree with what he's saying, if that makes sense.
I think everybody feels that way from time to time. You just don't want to get stuck in it too long. Got to kind of pull yourself up.
Magnum North says, man buns are definitely first world problems, and it's annoying. Commodore fan says, I deal with the public for my job daily, but I'm this guy a lot of times when I'm off the clock. I just want to stay home and only do what I got to do. Yeah, a little truth in that for sure. Anything to close on this guy's man bun and his red bandana here?
I think chat said it best. Soy-ciety.
Soy-ciety?
Mm.
I hear that. I can hear that. We're growing. We're growing. Grow with us. Hit that subscribe button. Don't make it weird. Not like that. That's weird.